Thank you for joining us for another NMP webinar. Hello, everyone. This is Andrew Berman coming to you live on this beautiful Thursday. Hopefully it's beautiful wherever you're at. I am so excited about today. I've been looking forward to this since I got Tuan to agree to do this. So Tuan Nguyen, if you don't know Tuan, what rock are you hiding underneath? Tuan has been, #1 originator, his biggest year. Was it 6,800 loans? Was it?
6,600 loans.
6,600 loans. Okay. 6,600 loans one year. Just a phenomenal story. Just a story of grit, determination, innovation. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna go into his story. Listen, I want to go into like his background, like his origin story, how he got here. We'll talk about like his first few years in the business. We'll talk about when did it change? When did it go from struggling originator to just the Tuan that we all know today? And we'll talk about what tools does it take to be successful in today's origination business. We're also going to talk about Tuan, if you sold Loan Factory and Loan Factory went to someone else and you had to go to a new city and you had to start over, how would you market yourself? How would you build a brand? How would you drive leads? We're going to talk a little bit about that. Hopefully you'll share some of the secrets that you're doing at Loan Factory. I would really love that opportunity, so that would be great. But listen, before we get started, how we roll. We were going to be in and out of this inside an hour. So please do me a favor. And right now I'm doing the same thing. Turn your phones off, putting on silent, shut it off, shut everything off. You got it in Compass, Outlook, Calyx, whatever you have open, Lending Pad, shut it all down. Give us another 58 minutes of your life. I guarantee you you are going to get some great value. Tuan has been touring around the world with us, or around the country with us, at our Originator Connect events. And Tuan he's an open book. If you have a chance to visit him live and in person, he's going to be joining us again for 2025. So you'll have the pleasure. But we have him here today. So please use the question and answer box to ask any questions. My grandfather always says, the only dumb question is the one you didn't ask. So without further ado, Tuan, let's get into it. Let's talk a little bit about your origin story. So how did you get into the mortgage business?
Well, my story is there's nothing special. I just get fed up. I just so tired and I hate my company, so I quit. And when I quit, I stay home. I figure out that I should do something. I need to make money, so I figure out.
What was that? What were you doing? I
was a data analyst for Morgan Stanley, a Wall Street company, a big Wall Street company. But they are so strict. They force me to be at work promptly at 9 a.m. Cannot be a minute later. They don't allow me to use personal email. They are so strict that up to a point, I said, that's it. I want to be on my own. I don't want to work for this company anymore. So I quit. I stay home, and I saw people do real estate and mortgage. So I went ahead and study online, get my broker license, and do my business myself. My story is a little different because I study everything myself. I open up the business myself. I never work for any other company. I never have any mentor. So everything, all my knowledge and experience, I build it myself.
So wait, so just I might have missed a part there. You didn't become an originator working for anyone. You just said, I'm going to open up my own mortgage brokerage, become a mortgage broker, knowing nothing about the mortgage business besides immersing yourself and learning yourself about the business. But wow, that's phenomenal. All right, so was that Loan Factory? Or was it another company at that time that you were under?
It's the same company. It's the same company that I opened. Just I changed the name 2 times.
So and what year is this about?
2006 is when I started the business. And the first year was not good. The first year, it's just like right now, everything slowed down. Right before the Great Recessions, 2008. So I didn't do well. I suffer. I did not have any mentor. I didn't know what to do. So I failed. I didn't do well. So I went back and worked for a company, for a startup company for 3 years. But during those 3 years, I worked full-time there. I worked part-time on my business, on mortgage and real estate. I worked part-time. And I did it on those 3 years. The rate keep dropping. So I keep helping my client. I do a good job. I did a good job, so good that people keep referring more clients to me. So I got so busy, even though I work part-time. So I decided to quit the main job so that I can focus on this mortgage business.
Wow. All right. So you're already starting to see, some opportunities. It's starting to get better enough that you're saying, hey, listen, this is going to be my life. I mean, by the way, 2006, just listen, everyone, raise your hand if you were in the mortgage business in 2006. Just give me a show of hands. How many people here were in the mortgage business in 2006? Okay, so we've got a lot of people here. We've already have 20 people that were in the mortgage business 2006. That was a really, really tough time in the business. And you're coming into the business, not actually just as an originator, but as a mortgage broker owner. So we had about 25 people that were here, were in the business in 2006. That was a really, really tough time. So let's talk about this. When did what was it like writing loans? Like, where were you getting your first loans from? Do you remember where you got your first loan?
I got my first loan myself. I bought a house. So I do a loan for myself. That's how I learned. And then after that, I help my friends, my family. And that is the way it should be. Because you are new, you don't have client, you don't have the knowledge, you don't have the experience. It's very difficult to get any clients. So just like right now, it's so difficult to get a clients. And the best way to get clients is from your friends, your family, your network, your relatives. Just like clients, they don't trust us. So we need to shop around. We have to use pricing engine to shop around every time, every day. So that's what I do. So, and then the question about what if there's a lender with the best rate, but their service is not good. They are too difficult. They are too strict. They have too many overlay. They will torture you, all that, right? So normally, as a loan officer, I know the guideline of each lender. I know they are difficult because of these overlay. So I try to avoid. I use the system to help me avoid those lenders if possible. And when the client come to me, they say, Tuan, I see on your website, this lender, Provident Funding, their rate are so good. How come you don't send loan to this lender? I will explain. I say, okay, this lender, the rate are good, but they are difficult. They have a lot of overlay. They have different requirements. So I don't feel good to send loan here. Yet explain to them as a professional. Share with them your experience with this lender and advise them not to send loan there. And if they still want to send loan there, I respect your decision. But I want to warn you ahead. If later on we run into problem, you don't blame me because this is your decision. So I make it upfront and clear with them so that they will not get mad at me. So over the years, I come up with a system that is so good that the client can never blame me. And this is the reason why I get all 5-star review, over 6,000 5-star review. They cannot blame me because I build a system, I build a loan process. I call it do-it-yourself mortgage. Do-it-yourself mortgage. The client will do everything. And they love to do it. Just like a restaurant, like you allow the client to cook their own food. You give them everything, they can cook it. So the client do everything. They are in control of the process. They know what is going on. They know what the lender is asking for. Because they control everything, if something go wrong, they cannot blame me. I'm like their assistant. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like a self-serve mortgage company, just guiding them along. If they have questions, they're reaching out to you, but you're empowering them to make all the decisions, to submit docs, and you're giving them the technology to be able to go through the entire process. I mean, listen.
Yeah, I can go over the process. It's amazing process. And I think everyone should know my process that make the client so happy with me. And I can set it in 2 minutes. So basically, everything driven by technology. They go to my website, they check the rate themselves. They see everything. And if they're happy, they click on button and they fill out the application. We use AI technology to help them fill out the application. All they need to do is drag in all the document, tax return, pay stub, bank statement, W-2. They drag the document in. AI will read all of it and get the information and fill out application, just like human, just like you and me. AI is smart. They read the document, they fill out the application. And then the borrower spend about a minute or two, finish the application. After that, of course, at the loan professional, we go in, we review the application, we review the document, we pull credit, we run AUS, we do all of those things, calculate DTI, and then submit the loan to the lender. And then I'll call the borrower up and say, hey, I just submit your loan to the lender. I also just created a rate alert. The rate alert will monitor the rate every day for you. The rate alert will email you the rate every morning. So around 9 o'clock, please check your email and find out the rate that you can get for the day. If you like the rate, call me, I'll lock for you. If you don't like the rate, we can wait. So the borrower will also monitor the rate. They will tell us what rate they want to lock and when they want to lock. And then my processor will take over and communicate with them what the condition, what document that the lender is asking for. So that way they see everything, they're in control, they do everything themselves. You can see that I do very little. I only look at their documents, make sure they qualify and have the processor submit the loan for me. So I do very little, but I make sure the client is happy because they do everything for me. I don't have to do much.
Yeah.
It's smart, save me time, but borrower can never blame me. But everything possible because of our technology, so good that can make everything possible.
So now these same tools like that allow, this kind of do it yourself or do it with me, but by yourself. Is that something that you make available for all of your originators?
Yes. I make sure they're happy with me. I make sure that there's no way they can complain about me because I do everything. I do my best to help them. I treat them like my family, myself. So I treat their loan as like my loan. And I treat them like a friend, a client, a human being, family member. So I make sure that they're happy with me. You cannot treat your client, you cannot just ignore your client or don't answer their question, right? If they're not happy, they're not going to come back and they're going to spread the word around. Don't work with him. But I do the opposite. I make sure that they love me, they like my rate, and that's mean they will spread it with their family and friends, and they all will come to me. And that's exactly what I did.
So Tuan, I mean, so what I'm not getting here, and I'm sure a lot of other people are wondering, like, how do you do this? Because usually, high service where you're able to say you're providing 5 stars, like almost across the board. I mean, literally, I'm looking here. It looks like you've never gotten anything less than a 5 stars. To be able to do that and provide the lowest rates, like, how do you do that? What kind of tools do you use to make that happen? Because to me, you're either doing one or the other. You're either going to be like the lowest rate provider, and maybe sometimes you're not going to always do 5-star service, or you're going to be like, hey, listen, something, we're going to have more of a concierge service and everyone's going to be very, very happy. So how do you get both? How are you having 5,000 5-star reviews and also having the lowest rate?
So most of us, we always think that we have the lowest rate, but the fact is most of us don't even shop around. That is the ironic. You think you have the lowest rate, but that is what you think. You don't shop around. When was the last time you compare your rate versus your competitor? Never, rarely. That's what I know. So for me, I compare every single time. I even build my own pricing engine. By the way, I build my own tech stack. I build everything. I don't use any other software out there. I build my own pricing engine, no loan shifter. I build my LOS. I don't have to use Arrive or landing pad. I build my CIM. I build my website. I build my marketing. I build everything. So, and my website is so good. It helped me check the rate on every single client, every single loan, every single prospect. I can use my pricing engine to find the best possible rate. And my pricing engine is so good, it's better than Loan Shifter. It helped me find a specialized product, like home affordable products, to give my client better rate, like the LLPA waiver. Even now, a lot of loan officers still don't know. LLPA waiver have been out for more than probably a year and a half or longer. And it's amazing. It helped us lower the rate for the client when their income is a little bit low. So it's amazing. So that way it allowed me to quote my client the best possible rate. And loan officer out there, if you don't know how to use pricing engine, you take you a long time to run the pricing, to give them a quote. And the client don't like delay. And then when you quote the rate, you cannot find the best possible rate. You end up, most of us, you work with three or four lenders maximum. That's the reality. But at Loan Factory, we work with 30 lenders. Actually, we sign up, we work with over 200 lenders. So every loan that would come in, we compare the pricing for all of them. And we pick out the best 3 and quote that to our clients. That way, our pricing is always competitive. I think the whole country know that Loan Factory has the best possible rate. And many people don't understand how or why, but it's very simple. I shop around on every single client, every loan. I push my lender to give me the best possible rate. I told them, make sure that you give me the best rate. If I find out you give someone else better rate than me, I'm not happy. I'm sorry. Yeah, I negotiate for my clients.
And by the way, you have 1,400 right? 1,400 loan officers?
1,500 now.
1,500 loan officers. Those wholesalers are going to make sure that you're getting the lowest rate. So okay, listen. Yeah, rate's important when you're finding a wholesale lender, but listen, we know actually that there are price leaders, that quote the lowest rate, but maybe are not the best to deal with. So how do you address that? How do you address that? You're not always going to find the lowest rate might not mean the best thing for your client.
Oh, before I address that question, I want to share with many loan officers out there this little thing, little secret that a lot of lenders they are doing. They trying to fool you. They they try to lower the rate only a few days, and they blast everyone in the world that they have the best rate. Check out Loan Shifter, they are on top. They say that, but then after a few days, they raise the rate, and because you don't use Loan Shifter too often, you think that they have the best rate, and that's why they say that, they promote that, right? But the rates suck. The rates suck. A lot of lenders, just
There's
like
no filter on Tuan.
I'm sorry, a lot of loan officers like us. This is reality. Almost all loan officers like us, we always tell the client that we have the best rate. But in reality, most of us don't have the best rate. But we have to claim that in order to have clients. What else we're going to say, right? So same thing. All lenders say their rate are very good. Their rate are very competitive. But most of the time, their rate are not good. So we shouldn't trust whatever they say. Just like client, they don't trust us. So we need to shop around. We have to use pricing engine to shop around every time, every day. So that's what I do. So, and then the question about what if there's a lender with the best rate, but their service is not good? They are too difficult. They are too strict. They have too many overlay. They will torture you, all that, right? So normally, as a loan officer, I know the guideline of each lender. I know they are difficult because of these overlay. So I try to avoid. I use the system to help me avoid those lender if possible. And when the client come to me, they say, Tuan, I see on your website, this lender, Provident Funding, the rate are so good. How come you don't send loan to this lender? I will explain. I say, okay, this lender, the rate are good, but they are difficult. They have a lot of overlay. They have different requirements. I try to build relationship with everyone in my community, my targeted audience. You know, one step at a time. I would go on social media like Facebook, and I make 50 friends a day. My goal is 5,000 friends in 6 months. So that in the future, if I need to promote myself or my products or my service, I can just post something and all 5,000 friends will see me. It's free marketing.
What do you say? Well, let's go into that social, because so a couple of people have asked, you know, what are your best practices on social media? So yes, you get up to that point. You know, you're dedicated to, you know, growing your followers, and, you know, building your. And by the way, it's an important thing right there. It's not just followers. It's not actually, you know, Tuan is talking about actually your personal page, because your personal page is going to be significantly more powerful than your business page. Well, you should have a business page too, but your personal page is the superpower that you could have here. So, all right, so you built that up. What are you posting on social media on your personal profile?
Good question. So mortgage is very dry. People don't want to talk about mortgage, don't want to know about mortgage. It's so difficult to understand. So my recommendation is mix up between personal and business. You know, if you keep posting business, nobody want to be your friend. They get tired. They see so many posts about mortgage, right? So you need to post something about you, make it interesting. And that is good because it will push yourself to be a better person so that you can show off to everyone, right? You can travel a lot. You care for people. You help people. You do things that define who you are. You work out. You care for other people, you know, things like that personally. But then on the business side, you need to do things different or better than your competitor. If your competitor posts something, you need to post something like that, but better. You phrase it in different way. It's easy to understand, make it more attractive. Or you come up with better program, better product to promote. Like at Loan Factory, we promote $1,000 lowest rate guarantee. No one can promote that. And if I promote it, everyone know me, everyone like me. They pay attention, they say, wow, this kind of program, I never heard anyone dare to promote this. $1,000 lowest rate guarantee. And then I promote 4.25% rate on the first year. 5.25% rate on the second year. If the chew one buy down, lender pay. I promote that. Impress people. Wow, I can get 4.25 nowadays. They love it. They don't have to pay. So you need to come up with different program, different thing to promote so that people will pay attention to you. They will impress and they say, wow, Tony is a good loan officer. I better check with him 2 years from now when I buy a house. Because most people, they know that they're not going to buy a house in the next near future, right? Most people say, are not ready to buy a house in a year or so or two. So, but they want to know who are good out there, and they keep that in their mind so that in the future they will reach out to you. So marketing is an art. You need to keep everything concise, short, easy to understand, and it's so good at impress people. So you need to come up with that. And one thing is, and I'll go back to the earlier question about what you should do. You should work with a good company, because you by yourself, you cannot do everything. So the good company that you work with, they will help you have the best rate, the technology, the marketing. They need to give you all of this to help you. You yourself cannot do everything because too much to do everything good when you are so new in the business, when you need a lot of help. So everyone, we need a lot of help. Even I myself, I need a lot of help right now. So if you say you don't need help, that is completely wrong. Everyone needs help, especially you want to scale your business up. You want to double, triple your business in the next year or two. That means you need a lot of help. So working with the right company will help you so much. And at Loan Factory, we offer all of this.
So, and someone asked, and I'm just curious about this. What is your best advice for someone looking to grow their own company and recruit more LOs? I mean, as someone who, I mean, has done this unbelievable growth, 1,500 originators. I mean, and let's just put this into perspective. So, 2021, how many originators did you have?
10.
10. Okay. Insane. Okay. So let's talk about it. Like, what is your advice, for looking to recruit more originators? And
my advice is loan officer out there, they getting smarter. They are suffering. Right now is a bad time for our industry, right? Most loan officers are not doing well. So that means we are suffering. And when we are suffering, we start shopping around. We find better alternative. We want to see if we sign up with a different company, is it going to help my business? And that means a lot of loan officers out there are shopping around. They want to switch company, and they're looking for a better company to help them. So that my advice is, no matter if you are a loan officer or if you are a broker owner, you need to get better. So let's say as a broker owner, if you want to scale, you want to be like Loan Factory, you have to look at what we do. You have to become a better place for loan officer. You need to offer them what they want. So you need to talk to all loan officers out there and find out what do they need help with and provide the help that they want, so that if you provide what they want, they will join you. And that's exactly what we do. We know what the loan officers are suffering right now. They don't know how to do marketing. We come up with thousands of marketing materials to help them promote themselves. We come up with different programs for them to promote themselves. We offer them the technology for free. Better technology is so critical, and it's free. We know that loan officers out there are suffering. They don't make money. How can they pay every month $100 or $200 or $300 a month? They don't make money. How can you need to help them. So, and a lot of broker owner, you need to differentiate yourself as well, either better or different. Okay. If you cannot make your company better, or like Loan Factory, then you can make it different by providing very like mentorship. You need to come up with something that unique, better or different, so that the loan officer will love you and they will join you and they won't leave you. That's the thing too. So you have to, that is the main source of revenue or clients for everyone.
so, and I mean, how does that conversation go? Like, how do you reach out? You say, "Hey, listen, I've done one loan. Will you please let me do, a loan for you?" And
No,
actually, I was just a data analyst last week.
no, I would say, yeah, I'm a loan, I'm a loan officer. I guarantee them that I give them the best rate. I will give them the best service, and I ask them to give me a chance. Give me a chance. Like whatever lender that they are talking to, let's compare. Give me a chance to prove. So I will prove that I have better rate. I will prove that as a friend, I will make sure that you will happy with me. That I will make sure that we won't break that relationship. We still are good friend, and you're gonna like my service. So if you give me a chance, you're helping me, but I also make sure that you have the best rate, and that will help you as well. So let's go into the detail. Give me a chance, give me the loan estimate. I will help you compare. I will make sure that you will have better rate.
Wow. Okay. So that's great. So you went to your friends and family and just said, hey, listen, I will do the best job. I dare you to compare, what you've got to what I could offer you, and I'm gonna work my butt off to make sure actually that I provide you the best service. And you had no other options. Like you quit your other job, so this is it. So you had no choice but besides to do whatever you can to provide the best in service, and by doing
Yes,
it with your
but
family.
but,
Yeah.
but it's easy when you talk like that with your friends or family, right? But if you talk to a stranger, they won't give you a chance. They don't trust you. They don't know you, right? Why would they wasting time on you when they don't know you? So that's why it's so critical that you need to have a way to build trust, so that the stranger, the potential client, will listen to you and trust you and want to work with you. At least you give you a chance. Remember, the client, you need to understand them. The client, they only have one chance in their life to buy a house, and they give you that chance. That means they have to trust you. If they don't trust you, they don't know you, they would not give you that chance, because they themselves have only one chance to buy one house, right? So that's why my advice is all of us, you should build a credential. You should have something so that when you talk to a stranger, you talk to potential client, you can prove to them that you are good. You can build a trust. And one thing that I'm asking everyone to have is Google review. I mean, common sense. Everyone agree that nowadays, people look up reviews before they want to try anything. They want to make sure at least checking up review take them 30 seconds, and it gives them a peace of mind that this person is trustworthy, is a professional. I should give them a try. So without that Google review, how can they trust you? There's no way, there's no evidence that you are good. A person that have 10 years experience can be as bad as someone with 1 month experience. We don't know. The customer, they know that too. And they don't know if you are honest, if you're gonna work for their interest or not, or you're gonna rip them off. There's so many concerns from the consumer. And if you cannot address their concern, you don't get their business. So that's why it's always important to build up a credential, build up something to show that to your clients. And the client, when they talk to me, actually they don't even talk to me. They look at my Google reviews. They see that I have 6,000 5-star reviews. This is the best in the country. And when they see that number, they trust me right away. And I encourage everyone, if you are here, I know that 90% of all of you don't have Google reviews. I know that you want to do it, but you don't do it. And
Yeah.
you can come up with all kind of skills. But when you run a business, if you know it's important, you have to do it. There's no excuse. And if you run into problem, you can ask me. You can ask around, right? Asking for help is something that we have to do if we cannot do it yourself. So it's very important that you take it serious about your business. You know what is important, and you focus the time to make it happen.
So, and if anyone wants to see, I just posted a link to the LinkedIn post where I shared your reviews, because I couldn't believe this. I mean, it's just, I know you talk about this a lot, and I'm just like, to really have all 5-star reviews, and look at that. I mean, that's just absolutely phenomenal. Now, just out of curiosity, show of hands here, because I like to think our audience, we're like a step above the average mortgage professional out here, but show of hands, who here has a Google profile? So just please raise your hand if you have Google profiles. Let's see how many people have it. And listen, we're not going to call you out if you're not answering here. That's okay. We just keep it on the honest system here. All right. So it looks like we have out of everyone here, out of the hundreds of people that we have on right now, we've got 16 people have raised their hand, 17 people. So 17 people have raised their hand that they have Google reviews. That's yeah, that there's a lot of room for improvement. That's call it. So since we're talking about this, and listen, we're going to talk a little bit more about marketing later. But I want to want to answer questions that are related to things right now. And if you ask questions, we'll try to do our best to get to them during this hour. If we don't, I guarantee you, Tuan will get a hold of you and make sure he answers your question. But Cassandra just asked this: I'm having challenges getting my Google business profile verified, and any recommendations. I don't know if if you want to get into specific things here or tactics or things that you've done, but any insights here?
Yeah. Google revealed that you type of we call that Google business profile, and there's two type. One is you have a physical address, physical office, and that is easy. You can just take picture and show them. But the another type is you set it up because you share the office with your company. And there's like Loan Factory, we have thousands of loan officers sharing the same office. So the loan officers still can get their Google business profile account. They just need to take picture of their house, the room, and there's a tips about that, what you should do, and you submit a video so that they will approve you. So if any of you try and got stuck, you can reach out to me or reach out to my marketing department, and we can help you. I would love to help.
Fantastic. Great. How do they get a hold? Oh, you'll get everyone's contact information. What's the best way to get a hold of you? Just I'm just gonna put that in the chat if you don't mind. But best way to get a hold of you.
I am everywhere. I'm on the social media a lot. So if you search Tuan Nguyen Loan Factory, you see me right away, everywhere. And then you can reach out to me over there, or you can email me as well. It's just tuan@loanfactory.com. My first name @loanfactory.com.
Okay, fantastic. I'm going to type it into the chat. Also, I just dropped in Tuan's LinkedIn profile, so connect with him. Yeah, like I don't understand how this guy does this, but I could message him. He's responsive like that, and I'm not even originator. So so all right, let's talk a little bit about like when your business went from just doing good, being like a good producer, to being great. Like what was going on in your business or in your head that that took you from a good originator to like the excellence that you've shown us over the last several years?
So that it takes a lot of effort. There's nothing easy. You go from 0 to 1 loan a month is difficult. From 1 loan a month to 5 loans a month is very difficult. From 5 loans a month to 15 loans a month is difficult. It's always a lot of problem you will encounter. And for me, when I reach 50 loans a month, and like the last 4 months, I average about 75 loans a month each. A lot of problem. But if you execute well, you have a plan, you do things right, correctly, then business keep coming in. So for example, I can keep go on, but some of the problem that most of us are facing is we don't do it right. We don't treat our business seriously. We think that whatever we do is just a joke. Like if we have time, we do it. If we don't have time, we don't do anything. So for example, Google review is one thing. We know it's important, we don't do it. We know that social media is so important, but we don't do it. Or if we do it, we don't do it consistently. We don't take it serious. Most of us either are not active on social media or spend only half an hour a day on social media. And another problem is most of us, we don't really take it serious. The way I mean is, here's the fruit. Not many people here spend 8 hours a day working on your business. I mean, if you work for a company, you have to stay there at least 8 hours a day working hard. Your manager is going to watch you. You have performance review and all that, all kind of metric to track you. What about you? You work for yourself and you don't even work 8 hours a day. You don't even have a metric to track your performance for your business. And that's what I say. You're not serious enough. And I think that is the problem. And if you really work hard 8 hours a day, you take everything seriously, then I ask you the next question. You have a business plan. You know what are you doing? A business must have a business plan. Every business is different, but a business must have some basic things. For example, who's going to be your employee? Who are your clients? Are they going to be everywhere in the world, everywhere in the US, or only client in California, or only one city or one county? And all out of those people, let's say in one city, are you targeting everyone, or you will target only the elderly or the middle age, or you will target only the Russian or the Vietnamese or the Chinese? You need to define who is your client. And then after you define your clients, you need to find out, how do I approach them? How do I advertise with them? How do I let them know about me? And then even after you know that, you come up with, oh, I need to find them on TikTok, or I need to find them on Facebook. So after you know how to find them, then the next question is, how do I get their attention? How do I introduce me to them so that they will know me, they like me, and they want to work with me? What kind of message I should send it out? And will Facebook show my message to them or not? If not, then I have to pay them. How do I communicate to these clients? Because if you don't communicate to your clients, how can they know about you, right? So you need to ask all kind of questions like this. Who are my clients? How do I stay in front of them? How do I let them know about me? How do I show them all the benefits that they can get when they work with me? So you have to answer all of this.
And your business plan. So this business plan that you have here today, how similar was this? Did you have a business plan when you were starting in 06? Was there a business plan, or was this something that is developed over time?
I'll make a mistake just like all of you. I didn't have a business plan, but I was one of the lucky one. Well, I can say I'm lucky, but secondly, I did everything correctly, basically. So when the client come to me, I do what I'm supposed to do. Give them the best possible rate. I compare crazy. I will never let anyone beat my rate. That is my philosophy. People shop around. People want to save money. If you don't provide the benefit, you don't expect to get the business. So you can make it up all kind of benefit, but those are bullshit. I'm sorry. But the client, they need to save money. Money is what matters most nowadays, everything, right? People want to save money. That is what matters. If you say you help them, but you don't save them money, you give them higher rate, you're not saving them money. You're not giving them the best benefit. So most people, I would say 95% or more of the clients out there, they want to get the best possible rate. And you should try your best to give them what they want. So by looking around all your competitor and make sure compare their rate versus your rate. I do that. I make sure no one can beat my rate, because that's the first thing I make sure. I always give my client the best possible rate. Secondly, I always make sure that I always pick up the phone. I make sure that I answer every question they have.
I don't want to get too much into talking about, Loan Factory and people working for Loan Factory. I wanted to get into your story, but there's some questions here that I got to ask. There's some actually, I'll connect you directly to these people because I'm not sure everyone, well, there's definitely a lot of people asking questions here, but so lender pay comp. Are you doing this? What does lender pay comp look like with you guys?
We set lender pay comp at 250 everywhere. In California, 200. That is the lender pay comp. But you can switch to borrow pay comp and lower your comp. Just like any brokers out there, we all do the same. We also have the correspondent channel, and We have that in about 13 states right now, and we are expanding that. Our goal is to cover all states by the end of the year.
Okay, so Mike's saying, how do you get best cost for borrowers with 2.5%?
Say that again.
How do you get the best cost for borrowers? So how are you getting lowest rate with 2.5%?
There's no way. There's no way. I set my com at 1%, all of my loans.
So let's see. The more you if you do more than one loan per month, is there a volume discount if you're doing a bunch of loans?
No, but we offer the loan coordinator. We charge only $150 per loan, per closed loan. So it's super cheap. So you will see that not only the fee, the support, but also the whole network is great. You can find lenders easily. You can do any type of loans. We have over 200 lenders. That means we can do private money loan, commercial loan, SBA loan, land loans, charter home loans, all kinds of loans. We can do it.
Okay, I love this question from Peter. So if you have the lowest rate, and listen, you're like other people could do lowest rate, but like what do you do to differentiate yourself in your company? Like, so if you have the lowest rate, how do you differentiate from the other person? So I appreciate that question, Peter.
Yeah, great question. Let's say many other lender willing or loan officer willing to do the same as us, right? So that's what earlier I mentioned about Google review. Show them that all clients happy with you, and they will choose you. And then also, that is before they choose you. You need to show them that you have great customer feedback, and that's why they should work with you. And then, but the bottom line is you also let them know that you have a team working together to help the client. The client, you need to go into the psychology of their mind. What are they thinking? If you are a solo loan officer, nobody likes solo. Imagine you got sick. You go to a doctor to help you. And that doctor work by himself solo. You don't want to work with that doctor. Same thing with an attorney. If you need help with a lawsuit and the lawyer work by himself, how are you going to trust the lawyer? Come on. Same thing here. As a loan officer, you want to be solo? Come on. Who going to trust a solo loan officer? Something happened, and what happened? So you need to build a portfolio, the credential, so that you can impress your client. A loan factory, a big company, or at least you have a processor. We provide you a processor. So you work together as a team, and you use that to market to your clients that you have a team working together to help your clients. So you need to differentiate yourself with a competitor. And that is the right question. And you need to do whatever possible to raise your status, raise your image, raise your reputation, so that the client will choose you. Technology is another one. AI application, there's many other things without technology.
Yeah, I think, listen, I assume you don't have the time to do this today but like we got to do another one where you're going to show us your tech stack. I think that would be cool. I think we'd love to see it. Maybe do like a short deep dive on originator tech. And Julie asked this, and I think I kind of covered this before, but I just want to kind of dig more into this. So how do you provide the time to do client 5-star service with such high volume? Just talk a little bit about the resources, that you have and that your originators have.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, I spend very little time with my clients, very little. I have licensed staff to help me take care of the customer service, replace me. And then I have a rate processor take care of the loan for me. And then the technology make sure the loan moving along every step of the way. We have layer of management to help jump in and solve problem. So I build a rate system so that When you, let's say you join Loan Factory, you are not being helped by one or two people, but the whole company will help you. The system will help you. We get escalate. The processor got stuck, your loan assistant got stuck, they escalate to their manager. They talk to the lender. They do whatever it takes to help you close the loan and make sure the client are happy. You know, we rarely receive complaint from the client at all. So you don't have to worry about that. I myself, I want to continue to grow. I'm never happy, even though I'm the #1 loan officer in the country. I never happy with my production. I want to close more and more. And in order to close more and more, you have to keep doing better. You have to get better and better with pricing, technology, with the process, with service, everything have to keep getting better and better.
So, you know, a lot of people are just asking questions about Loan Factory, and appreciate everyone's interest in Loan Factory. But I know, like, I have some more questions I want to know about, like, you know, about Tuan, and like what would you do today? You know, so if you started over, you started fresh, you had you know, Loan Factory sold to another company, and you didn't have Loan Factory, and you started fresh as a new originator. You know, how would you grow your business today?
Good question. So let's say I'm become another person. I'm brand new to the industry.
Yeah.
I start out fresh. What I would do is I would focus on myself first. I want to be a good loan officer. But it's so difficult to become a good loan officer in such a short period of time, right? So I need to get help because I cannot afford to do 0 or 1 loan a month. I need to pay the bills, right? So what I would do, I work hard. Of course, I work hard, but I will do many things. But first, work hard, learn about the guideline, do a lot of marketing. I would build great relationship with my family, my friends, my family, my and stranger out there. So the good company that you work with, they will help you have the best rate, the technology, the marketing. They need to give you all of this to help you. You yourself cannot do everything because too much to do everything good when you are so new in the business, when you need a lot of help. So everyone, we need a lot of help. Even I myself, I need a lot of help right now. So if you say you don't need help, that is completely wrong. Everyone needs help, especially you want to scale your business up. You want to double, triple your business in the next year or two. That means you need a lot of help. So working with the right company will help you so much. And at Loan Factory, we offer all of this.
So, and someone asked, and I'm just curious about this. What is your best advice for someone looking to grow their own company and recruit more LOs? I mean, you know, as someone who, I mean, has done this unbelievable growth, 1,500 originators. I mean, and let's just put this into perspective. So, 2021, how many originators did you have?
10.
10. Okay. Insane. Okay. So let's talk about it. Like, you know, what is your advice, you know, for looking to recruit more originators? And
My advice is loan officer out there, they getting smarter. They are suffering. Right now is a bad time for our industry, right? Most loan officers are not doing well. So that means we are suffering. And when we are suffering, we start shopping around. We find better alternative. We want to see if we sign up with a different company, is it going to help my business? And that means a lot of loan officers out there are shopping around. They want to switch company, and they're looking for a better company to help them. So that my advice is, no matter if you are a loan officer or if you are a broker owner, you need to get better. So let's say as a broker owner, if you want to scale, you want to be like Loan Factory, you have to look at what we do. You have to become a better place for loan officer. You need to offer them what they want. So you need to talk to all loan officers out there and find out what do they need help with and provide the help that they want, so that if you provide what they want, they will join you. And that's exactly what we do. We know what the loan officers are suffering right now. They don't know how to do marketing. We come up with thousands of marketing materials to help them promote themselves. We come up with different programs for them to promote themselves. We offer them the technology for free. Better technology is so critical, and it's free. We know that loan officers out there are suffering. They don't make money. How can they pay every month $100 or $200 or $300 a month? They don't make money. How can you need to help them. So, and a lot of broker owner, you need to differentiate yourself as well, either better or different. Okay, if you cannot make your company better, or like Loan Factory, then you can make it different by providing very like mentorship. You need to come up with something that unique, better or different, so that the loan officer will love you and they will join you and they won't leave you. That's the thing too. A lot of company out there, they are able to recruit, but then after a while, the loan officer not doing well, they leave you. So at Loan Factory, we do good at everything. So loan officers join and they happy, they stay. And that's why we add in about 100 loan officers per month. And that is what we accomplish.
And in terms of product mix, well, what do you do the most of? I know you said you list down every product there, but like, obviously there has to be, a bucket of products that you excel in. And the reason I'm asking, we have 3 people are asking, how strong is your jumbo market?
We don't have good jumbo market. I said no to jumbo. I'm in California. It is a jumbo market. And I said no. I tell my client I don't have good rate for jumbo. And therefore I will refer them to a banker. I tell them upfront, and that's why they love me even more, because I'm not selfish. I'm not take advantage of my client.
Yeah, that's great. No, I appreciate that. That's you don't usually get that. Say, yeah, we're good, But all right, so some people are asking actually who's your favorite lender to work with, and it sounds like whoever's going to be the least expensive at the moment. I mean, I know you have 1 or 2 favorites, but it sounds like your loyalty lies within the borrowers. Would you say that that's pretty accurate?
Yeah, I don't loyal to any lender. Whatever benefit my clients, I will send a loan to. But my favorite lenders, I would say Rocket and Provident Funding. Rocket consistently have better rate, and they have good rate service, rate technology. And they also provide us no EPO, and that does matter.
Oh, shit.
EPO is huge in California, so that's why we prefer to send more loans to them. But the other favorite lender would be Provident Funding, because I understand the guideline. I know, but they are really good. It's just the only problem is their guideline. They have too many overlay.
Yeah.
Other than that, they are super fast and the rate are super good.
Fantastic. So listen, we're in our last 3 minutes here. I just dropped Tuan's email address. So if you have any kind of personal questions you want to ask Tuan, feel free to ask him. He's such an open book. I'm also going to drop in his LinkedIn, so make sure you connect with him on LinkedIn. So Tuan, take us out in the last 2-3 minutes. Any closing messages or guidance for the originators that are out there, that are looking for some guidance, like what they could do to make 2025 a great year?
I would advise all of you to take some time, like now to the end of the year, to real reflecting on your business. Think about whatever you do, compare to your competitor, assess your weakness, assess what you need to do for next year, and write down the plan to get it done, execute it, and have a deadline. If you if you want to be successful, you need to write out the important things for your business, and you have to get it done. If not, you need to escalate. You need to reach out to people like me or the lender or anyone else, your broker, to get help. So if you identify some big issue and you cannot solve it, that is a huge problem. You must solve the main issue for your business. So I want to advise you all of that. Make sure you care for your business. Make sure you learn from successful loan officer out there, and you set a goal, and you have to hit the goal. If you don't, and you have to constantly reassess what are you doing too. So that's simple. Like if you target to get 5,000 friends on Facebook in 6 months, and you get only 500, something wrong. You need to ask, how can I do it? You can reach out to me. It's easy. You can ask people around. Do not be shy. Who care about being labeled as failure and all that? I keep asking everyone out there. Wherever I don't know, I ask. I ask even my staff. I ask my staff. There's nothing to be shy or to be shameful about, right? You fail, you fail. You need help. You want to find idea. You want to find thing to try so that you can accomplish your goal. So always try to accomplish your goal. If you don't accomplish it, it's serious. Take it serious. And it's okay to keep thinking every day how to solve a problem, how to get what you want. That is the key. I want all of you to start doing that.
Fantastic. Wise words. Beautiful. All right, Tuan. Always great to spend time with you. Thank you, everyone, for some great questions. I'm so sorry we didn't get a chance to answer all the questions, but I'll pass everyone's questions on to Tuan. But Tuan, appreciate it. And everyone, have an amazing December. We've got another webinar coming up for you next week. More great ones coming up in 2025. Go see Tuan in person. He's going to be touring around the country with us at the Originator Connect events. Tuan, thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Feel free to reach out to me. I have a link on the chat. You can attend that webinar as well to learn more about us. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Andrew. Have a nice holidays. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm Andrew Berman. Take care. Have a great day.